I think we should get started. So, welcome guys, welcome to RMIT. My name's Luke, this is Roxy and Vimal, and we're coming live to you today from RMIT at our city campus in Melbourne, Australia, and it is a beautiful, balmy 29 degrees. We are sweating up here, but we are bottled with water and we've got our sustenance ready, and we're going to introduce you to RMIT. Now that everyone's got the sound confirmed, what I will, oh hang on, someone's unable. We'll get Ushma, thanks for letting us know. Rachel in the background will help you with that. And hopefully you'll be able to hear us soon. The other thing that I'd like to point out is that if you have any questions throughout the session, please feel free to type them in the Q&A box. We will be able to cover those at the end of the session. And if you have a particular question for myself, for Roxy, or Vimal, you can address it to them as well, and we can answer that hopefully at the end for you today. Okay, so I've got my notes here, let's get started. We have a video to begin with, just to give you a brief snapshot at life at RMIT, and Rachel's going to put that on for us. Thanks, Rachel. Thank you. Okay, so hopefully we're back and you can hear us okay. And so let the presentation begin. And it's not beginning. Maybe it's a little bit slow. Okay, so as I mentioned to you before, my name is Luke Dawson, and I am employed here at RMIT. I am a global experience advisor, and my main role is to manage our exchange program for students who would like to go to North or South America, but I also look after some recruitment as well. And here I am in 2005 at my graduation day at RMIT. I studied a Bachelor of Social Science here and graduated in 2005, and thought it would be interesting and funny to pull out that photo and show the world today. So I also have with us today Roxanne.
Yep, I'm Roxanne. Hi everyone. I started in RMIT quite a while back, about 6 years back now. I started doing a certificate for 1 year in can't even remember the year now. It's been
Sunday, if you can't remember the year.
Yeah, but I studied creative industries for 1 year, and then from there I moved on to Bachelor of International Business, and I completed that in 2016. You can see the photo there is from my graduation day, and now I'm studying my Masters in International Development in RMIT as well. So, and I'm also working with Luke in the Global Experience Office. I'm working as a peer advisor at the RMIT Connect Hub, where we answer face-to-face inquiries for students. At RMIT, I've been able to do a lot, volunteer for Orientation Day, a couple of other events with the Global Experience Office. I've also been able to go international to volunteer for 1 month in India, and I also did a work integrated learning program as part of my international business degree. So it feels like a lot has happened in the time that I've been here. It's been great.
So what do you do in your spare time? You don't have much spare time.
Yeah, I'm at RMIT a lot, and I'm really glad to be studying and working here. It's great to feel like you don't need to leave uni to find all these opportunities. I'm finding it while studying here at RMIT, so that's really been great for me.
Great. Thanks, Roxy. And we also have Vimal.
Hello, I'm Vimal, and as you can see, this photo is not for my Master's International Business. I'm a recent graduate of RMIT, and this photo was taken in 2012 when I completed my undergrad here. I studied Bachelor of Business and Accountancy, and because I feel comfortable with RMIT University, I continued my postgrad. And I was lucky, I was offered some scholarship from RMIT, which is very interesting. I went overseas and I also got fees exemption. And it's amazing, and you'll find something more about this in this presentation. Thank you.
Thanks, Vimal. So I went as part of my degree to Bangladesh for a study tour. So it turns out, ironically, the three of us all went overseas as part of our degrees.
And I was lucky. I went to South Korea, which is different culture, and I couldn't speak the language, so I wanted to try a cross-cultural experience.
Hopefully classes weren't in South
No,
Korea.
it was in English.
Okay. Now I just want to introduce you to, now I'm going to wait for the slide, it's a little bit, there you go, Martin Bean. And also, just to quickly, before I continue, I'd like to acknowledge the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nations as the traditional owners of the land on which the university stands. RMIT University respectfully recognises elders both past and present. So this is Martin Bean, and he is our Vice Chancellor. He was appointed in 2015, and since then he has been pivotal at shaping and driving RMIT into the future. And we often see Martin speaking with students and staff. The community really have embraced his leadership. And one of his first tasks at RMIT was to renew the strategic vision of the organisation. And he created a new strategic plan, which shapes a lot of how we work today at RMIT. And basically, after all of the work was done with the strategic vision, it came, sorry guys, I'm just waiting for this presentation. There we go. Came down to this one sentence, which is, RMIT exists to create transformative experiences for students getting ready for life and work. So this is how we shape all of the decisions that we make today at RMIT, helping students to prepare them for life and work, which is pretty cool because most universities really just career focused, where we are, but we also want to help students to be successful at life. So that's our strategic vision. I've got some stats for you here. The RMIT was founded in 1887, 130 years old this year.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, RMIT.
Celebration.
Yeah. We did have a great celebration on Bowen Street, and the university feels quite young, doesn't it? But we're quite old. And it was a great celebration. It was first though established as a university in 1992, so we've only been a university for a little bit less than that. We have 5 campuses in Australia and Vietnam. I don't know if you guys know, but we've got 2 campuses in Vietnam. We also have hubs in Barcelona and I was going to say in Barcelona and Spain. In Barcelona. So we've got lots of exciting research and development that's taking place out there. 84,000 students. Can you believe that? I can't when I think about it. We have 84,000 students currently enrolled at RMIT, and that's across all programs, all sectors and all campuses. But we are a huge organisation with over 300,000 alumni worldwide. And we've got another video for you now. And this is just another quick video to show you the celebrations that took place recently for our 130th birthday. Thanks, Rachel.
Today's about really two wonderful things. Firstly, the celebration of 130 years of RMIT being a part of the wonderful city of Melbourne, and secondly, the opening of New Academic Street, a new beating heart of the university designed to give thousands of student spaces in contemporary ways.
RMIT has been a vital part of the City of Melbourne for 130 years, and this latest iteration, New Academic Street, is remarkable. And this is a space for students and a building for students, and I think it just works beautifully.
It's an amazing space, an incredible community. This was the campus that I was at when I studied. It's amazing coming back years and years later. There's so many crazy different things, and seeing it alive like this is next level. Like, there's a Ferris wheel. It's wild.
RMIT is a very hands-on sort of focus, so the whole university is supposed to be, getting that experience to get you out there into the workforce. Any opportunity on this project that we had to involve students, we did.
The whole NAS precinct is a really big change, but it's a really good change because everything's just opened up and it's so much easier to find everything.
The atmosphere, the people, everyone is really nice. All the new shops, places and attractions, it's like a really good place to hang out with friends.
I love it, and considering I have 2 children at home, so for me to come here and study, it's amazing.
I really like that it's bringing this sense of community to RMIT and a little bit more of a campus community feel. I really like it.
This space is really amazing. I would really recommend for students to go to RMIT.
Without my RMIT course, I totally wouldn't be where I am right now. Like, I literally had no idea how to produce music or what producing was. I feel like these kind of events are so important for students. It's awesome to see the uni doing really cool things and putting on really great events. It's really great to sort of be in a forward-thinking uni.
Okay, so that was a pretty amazing day, I think. Did you make it to the party that
Yes,
day?
I did, and it was so great. I was also working that day at RMIT Connect, which happened to be at the center of everything going on around us. So it was such a great atmosphere, and I was absolutely shocked at how great the celebrations were, how big it was, and so the diversity in students that came together in that one area that day. It really was amazing to celebrate with both staff and students.
Yeah, I think it was quite special, and throughout my time at RMIT as a student and as a staff member, it was the first time I think we'd had such a celebration. Were you able to make it? You just graduated.
Yeah, I think I was overseas at that
You were
time.
overseas?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a really great day. You missed out. There was a Ferris wheel and free food and drink. So, okay, next 130 years you can come to the one.
No, 30 years, yeah.
Just a little bit about RMIT's rankings. We are consistently ranked quite high throughout the world in a plethora of different ranking systems. So take a look there take some time to have a look there, and this slide will be available for you afterwards. But basically, when you put this all together, RMIT is consistently ranked as one of the highest universities in a lot of our fields, and we're pretty proud of that. Especially for our art and design and architecture programs, I think that's pretty exciting. And a lot of our buildings are built by our architects as well when they graduate. So I think we must be leading in that field because our buildings are quite fantastic.
Yeah.
There we go. So some of the things about RMIT that makes it special is that we really engage with industry, and we remain engaged with industry throughout the planning of our programs. So students are connected with the industry before they graduate. They're familiar with the industry and what that looks like, and the program isn't removed from the industry so that students aren't familiar with the industry when they arrive. And we also have developed a really strong industry mentoring program as well, where students can actually meet leaders in their fields and engage with them at an early time. Also, I just want to quickly mention that we're part of the Australian Technology Network, or ATN. This is our strong network across Australia that we belong to. RMIT has 3 campuses here in Melbourne. If any of you have been to any of our campuses, maybe just write it down so we can see who's visited before. But we've got in the picture furthest to the left on the screen, we've got Building 80, and that's in our RMIT City campus. And that's the business building, so you guys would have spent a lot of time in there, maybe too much time. And you'll notice that it's attached to the old Oxford Scholar pub, so you can see right there the interesting combination between our old architecture of the city and then the new architecture of RMIT. And that pub's quite a popular hangout for a lot of students at RMIT, so it's pretty much part of our campus as well. Then the next picture in the middle, we've got our leafy Brunswick campus, and this is not too far from the city, about 20 minutes on a tram, and that's where a lot of our students do our fashion program and our some education programs as well. Brunswick's a pretty cool place to study, I can imagine, but it definitely is a pretty cool place to live. I think a lot of students live in Brunswick, and it's such an interesting clash of culture and food and art in that part of the
Yeah, I live in Brunswick all the time.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Amazing. When I was doing my undergrad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you live in a shared house?
I live in an apartment, and it was so easy to get to RMIT, Brunswick, or City.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Melbourne does have the largest tram network in the world, so it's quite easy to get anywhere really in Melbourne on a tram. Then we've got, on the last picture, that's our Bundoora campus, and that has a lot of our engineering, nursing and science programs. It's a little bit further out, it's about 50 minutes on a tram, would you say? About?
Yeah.
And there's actually 2 campuses in Bundoora across the road from each other. So it's still accessible to all students. You can live in any part of Melbourne and be able to access all 3 campuses. And there's accommodation really is available in Bundoora through Unilodge, but we have also RMIT Village in our city campus. Now I'm just going to play another video for you. This is a video on one of our students' experiences of what it was like to study here in RMIT Melbourne.
Every culture, and every country is different. When you move to a new city, it speaks to you. Every culture and every country is different. When you move to a new city, it speaks to you.
Okay, so it seems like there might be slight technology complication, but that's okay. We will send you this video. It's also available on YouTube. I really think you should watch it because it's actually quite beautiful and really shows off. Yeah. Yeah, I think we'll skip that. So we'll wait for everything to get, yes, perfect. Okay, so thank you, Rachel. Apologies everyone for that video not working. Yeah, we'll send it to you, but also take the time to maybe Google it if you can on our YouTube video channel, because there's actually hundreds of videos on RMIT that I think you could use to promote our campuses. So great. So we also have our 2 campuses in Vietnam. So you can see at the top of the screen there, we've got a map of the world, and the red one is Australia. And then you can see we have our 2 campuses in Vietnam and Ho Chi Minh, in Ho Chi Minh City and in Saigon. These campuses really are hustling and bustling in in Vietnam. You've got your street food right by the campuses. You've got students in RMIT Vietnam learning RMIT degrees. It is one degree, one university, so it doesn't matter if you're studying at RMIT Vietnam or RMIT here in Australia, you do come out with the same qualification. We also have our centre in Europe, in Barcelona. I don't know, have you been to Barcelona? No. It's up there as one of my favourite cities in the world. I'd love to go and visit RMIT Barcelona for work one day, but yeah, it's a great place for students, particularly perhaps at the research stage, or if they're trying to develop some sort of project and it's based in Europe, that centre can help with that. But we've just moved into the RMIT Barcelona has just moved into some new space, and it looks like they're doing quite well out there in their innovation district, so it works out well. Okay, I think Rachel must be pressing those for me, which is great. Thank you, Rachel. My last slide is just to mention that we do have scholarships here at RMIT, so please jump onto our website. I think we have the link there in the slide. Have a look at what's on offer for the region of the world that you're in. As I manage Latin America, we have the Latin American International Excellence Scholarship. There's not an amazing amount of scholarships, but there are definitely opportunities for students to look out for. And also on our website, we have links to some external scholarships as well. So it's really worth having a look and to consider external scholarships. And also, Vimal, you mentioned you received a scholarship.
Yeah.
Was that admissions, or was that something you received after you had been?
It was during my postgrad, and it was to go overseas.
Okay, so it was a travel mobility grant.
Yeah, travel mobility grant, and I also received some help to buy laptops.
Oh, yeah. Great. So the scholarships might they're available, I guess, at the time of application, but students also receive funding once they've been admitted into university. So check that out. Okay, so I think that was my. Oh no, one more slide from me. Just that this year we opened up the new academic street here in the city campus, which is basically changed the way that our campus feels. It really has put, I think, RMIT on the map as a destination for people to come and visit and to have a look. I really encourage you guys to have a look at our website and maybe or Google New Academic Street for RMIT. I didn't include a video about it, but the facilities here now at our city campus are top of the notch. So what do you guys think?
Yeah, as a student, I can really say that from my experience now, from also my bachelor degree and now going to my master's, I love studying on campus. And there's so many different places that you can study, and they all look different to each other. And there's something for everybody. And every place you walk into, it really lights up your senses because it's like a work of art to look at. And if you're really stressed about essays, you walk into the building, immediately you get this calm because every space invites you in, makes you feel really welcome. I call it my second home. I walk in here and I feel really at home. And if one spot is too busy or doesn't work for me that day, I can find another spot with a nice view or next to some greenery. We've got some balconies. So as a student, I think Vimal can also speak more about that.
I feel like home here because I found one very good couch here and I was having a nap when I was doing my assignments. Yeah, I really feel like home at RMIT.
And I think that I can just say that it's very different from when I studied here in 2005. So RMIT's done a really, really great job of creating a really inviting space for students to stay on campus when they're not studying and really enjoy the opportunities that they have around them.
Some building you have coffee machines also.
Oh, do we? We have
Yeah.
coffee. Oh, we've got coffee machines. Some are they espresso or are they?
Espresso,
Oh, good. Okay,
yeah.
so good coffee machines.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just going to pass you over now to Roxy, and she's going to deliver the next part of the presentation for you.
So for those of you all who were not there earlier, my name is Roxanne, and I currently work at RMIT, and I also study. And I'm going to take you through RMIT's colleges and schools, and also opportunities that students have to be ready for work. Yeah. So if we can go to so RMIT is a global university of technology, design, and enterprise. And within RMIT, there are 17 schools and 3 colleges. So you've got the College of Business and the schools which include accounting, business IT, economics, management. And you've got the second School of Design and Social Context, which includes, that's the college, and the schools are Architecture and Design, School of Art, School of Education, Fashion and Textiles. And the third school there you can see is Science, Engineering and Health. I keep saying school, college. And the schools of Engineering, Health and Biomedical Sciences. So quite a wide range of programs within these colleges and the schools that are offered for students here. And Vimal later is going to talk more about pathways from the different programs. But I just want to mention that within RMIT, I have gone from 3 different schools, and I started at Creative Industries and a certificate. Then I went into an undergrad in international business in the College of Business, and now I'm in the School of Global, Urban and Social Studies doing my Master of International Development. And it's been great to be able to transition through these different levels of study through RMIT's Pathway program and get my certificate recognized so that I could move on to my undergrad. And now from there move on to my master's. And without the Pathway program, I would not have gotten the opportunity to now be here if I wasn't able to move from that certificate to the College of Business. And it was a really smooth transition. And we've got another video here for making you understand more about pathways, because we think it's really important for students.
There it is. You can see it. The degree you're after. But sometimes things happen. You can miss the mark, or miss the boat, or drop the ball, or simply fall short. But don't worry, whatever obstacles lie between you and your degree, there are different pathways at RMIT to help you get there. The great thing about these pathways is that they're available across a range of study areas and can provide skills and training to help unlock job opportunities. Many have smaller class sizes and great support from teachers, and they can allow you to gain credits for further studies, which means you'll get to your degree sooner than you think. Visit rmit.edu.au/pathways to find the one that's right for you.
Before Roxy continues, I just want to say that we are getting comments that people are having trouble with their audio, and we're really sorry about that. We will be recording this presentation for my mum to see, so we'll send it to you guys as well. And you'll be able to hear us in our glory. And we'll also include all the links to all of the videos that we're playing for you today. Okay, sorry, continue, Roxy.
So in relation to pathways, I just want to mention the different levels of study that RMIT offers for students. So you've got the vocational study, which includes diplomas, certificates, associate degrees, apprenticeships, and other traineeships. And then the undergraduate study with bachelor degrees, honor degrees, postgraduate study, and research programs at master and doctoral PhD level, and also pre-university study that's offered for students, short and single courses, and also online study that's available. And as we showed with the video and my example, there are great opportunities in RMIT to move between these levels of study.
So specifically, I'd say for international students, we've got our foundation programs and our English programs, and then we also have certificates and diplomas if students are not able to, for whatever reason, get into the bachelor's. And quite often they have credit associated with them, so students don't have to begin from scratch with their bachelor's. So RMIT, the beauty of having the dual sector is that, sorry, now I'm talking of your section, is that it doesn't matter what your score may be or what your competency level might be in your studies in high school. RMIT will have a program for you to get you to where you want to be. So anyway, I've just stolen your topic, sorry.
That's all right.
Yeah, that second chance is really important because I started creative industries not knowing what I want to get into for a bachelor, and I didn't want to get into a full 3-year degree also without knowing what I want to study. And creative industries were my decider year, and from there it was great to have that second chance to say, oh, now I've decided, can I still get this pathway to this new field that I feel like I'm interested in, and it's really changed my life since then.
Yeah.
And I wanted to add something about the pathway. Like I did undergraduate Bachelor of Business Accountancy. Then I wanted to do my Master's International Business because I was doing the same business field. The pathway for me was I got 1 semester exemption. Yeah, so I went directly to the 2nd year of Master's International Business. And that's where, and if you that's where we're lucky, RMIT, they recognize your previous studies and they give exemption.
So not only time, but it's money.
You save 1 semester fees.
Great.
So I want to move on, sorry.
Yes, you can. You shall continue.
So I want to mention the great work experience, opportunities, and other opportunities that just prepare students for work during their time at RMIT and also beyond their studies at RMIT. So we've got here 3 standout programs: the Work Integrated Learning Program, the Jobs on Campus Initiative, and the REIF program, which stands for sorry, it's quite a long.
It's a long acronym.
I don't want to get it wrong. It is the RMIT International Industry Experience and Research Program. So beginning with the WIL program, this allows students to apply their learning from the classroom in a real work situation, and this is during their degree. For me, I did the WIL program in the 3rd year of my international business degree in the 2nd year of my program, and it allowed me to take my first 2 years and see how it could actually work in the real world. And to see what other skills and qualities I need to put on top of what I'm learning in the classroom. And I can say that after I came back from my WIL program, I really had like a domino effect of opportunity come my way because of that. And it was really crucial for me to not move on from my degree and then get work. I wanted to do it during study because I knew that I don't want to leave uni and then forget what I had studied while I'm in the workplace. I wanted to do it overlapping, like at the same time, and that was really useful for me. So within the WIL program, students can do collaborative projects with organizations, internships, or work placement for 3 weeks up to a year to a month, and also includes networking with industry leaders. I did the one where it was a whole year internship with an international company, GlaxoSmithKline. We also got the Jobs on Campus initiative, where students can work at RMIT while studying at RMIT. I've been lucky to get this experience as well now, working with the Global Experience Office, and also doing volunteering work that has really helped me gain a lot of skills, such as volunteering at events such as orientation. So you can see here opportunities for event management, peer advising, which is what I do at RMIT Connect, the hub of RMIT. Students could work in marketing, communication, design support, and also do work placements with teams here. And we've got the global paid internship. So students can get a lot of opportunity working at campus here, but they could also go overseas during their studies. And the REIF program allows students to work with top global companies around the world, which include Airbus, Bosch, BMW, Nestle. And students can go for credit paid work experience. And from what I've heard from students that have gone on this program, it's been extremely valuable. They get the international experience in another country as well, and they develop those really important intercultural skills, cultural intelligence skills, while also applying what they're learning at uni in the workplace.
Sounds too good to be true, doesn't it? Okay. Over to Vimal here. Thanks, buddy.
Hello again. I'm Vimal, and recent graduate from RMIT, and I did Master of International Business. And what I'll be talking about is RMIT prepare students for life, and we have this global experience program, and I was lucky to be part of this program because I did international business, and I wanted to go overseas and experience a different culture and the way they negotiate and have this cross-cultural exposure. So at RMIT, we have RMIT has partnership with universities across the globe, offering amazing range of study opportunities. Through student exchange, you can study 1 or 2 semesters with one of our 200 plus partner institutions. And RMIT provides many opportunities for students to study and also work overseas as part of their RMIT program. And you get credit transfer for those programs. And if you're doing student exchange, like I did one student exchange, I did 1 semester in South Korea. And when I came back, I got my full credit transfer to graduate, which is very good. And the global experience program include student exchange, like I was talking before. We have cross-campus exchange at RMIT Vietnam. So you can just transfer from RMIT City campus to RMIT Vietnam, and it's very easy. All the global office will help you with this. And interlocation exchange at Singapore Institute of Management. This one is a bit new, but it's very easy for students applying to go to this Singapore Institute of Management.
We love our partners at Singapore Institute of Management, they're great.
And we have some short-term experiences also, like if you want to go to another country for like 3 months experience, or we have some courses, also language courses, and global internships. Some internships are paid, like Roxanne was telling, like we have paid internships also. And those programs, they develop you like to have a global leadership, like experience from for what I did in South Korea. I developed my interpersonal skills and how you live and how you talk to people in a different culture, because every culture it's different language barrier. And I purposely chose South Korea because I don't know the language. I wanted to find myself there, how I can struggle, communicate with people. But don't worry, all the classes, like 90%, it's in English, all your assignments, presentation, everything is in English. And yeah, when you're doing your exchange, you do not pay fees to the host institution. You keep on paying your fee at RMIT, and that will do. And the next slide is about students.
Just while you're doing that, RMIT allows students to go on exchange to their home country,
yeah.
Which is great because a lot of universities don't do that. And it's a great opportunity for students to begin networking with their home country. So when they do return, if they choose to do so after the end of their degree, they've got some experience in their country. So.
I met someone, I met a Korean student here when I went to exchange. He wanted to apply Seoul National University, which is so hard to get into when you're in South Korea. So he did exchange program from RMIT, which was very easy to get to because they consider prestige university.
Yeah. Well, he's good on him for thinking outside the square.
Yes.
Anyway.
So yeah. So I'll continue with student support. At RMIT we have a lot of student support, but I'll take only three. We have RMIT English Worldwide, and Roxy talked about the pathway. So what we do here, we prepare a student whose first language is not English. So it's a pre-university study. We focus on academic English. This helps students to get into the preferred course, because at RMIT you need certain level of academic English to enter some courses. Like if you're doing business courses, they teach you business English, and that's how you can get into those courses. And we have programs for ACOS, IELTS test, the famous IELTS test. I did IELTS test myself to migrate to Australia. PTE and language placement. Very often RMIT send you to a work environment where English is primordial, like you speak English, where you get practice and you can use this English skill to excel in your studies and do your presentation and write your assignment perfectly. We have aviation English, which it's very rare for universities to have this, because I think RMIT aviation, our sector, RMIT is quite good, and aerospace engineering. So that's why we provide aviation English. And work placement I was talking about, like language placement, it's same. Goes for 3 weeks or sometimes 12 months also.
And students don't need to apply for the ALICOS. It's assessed as part of their application when they provide their current English score or the language placement test. Then the offer letter will come with an offer for English if they need to study some more English with amount of weeks that they'll need to do.
That's where they excel their English language proficiency. And we also have RMIT Jobs Shop. This one, it's career and employability jobs shop, and it's your drop-in service center for all things you need about career preparation, like resume, and they provide services like job skills workshop and networking, and you can find lots of brochure there and pamphlets. You can pick one, and if you want to apply for some industry, like if you want to be an accountant, take a KPMG, PricewaterhouseCoopers brochure. So they can help you how to channel your resume if you're planning to apply for accounting jobs. And we do have career events and resume tips I was talking about. You can make an appointment, and it's one-on-one service. I had this 3 times already. Like every time, 3 times? Yeah, every time I want to change my resume, so I need advice from RMIT, and they're very helpful. Sometimes it takes 1 hour, but they're still helping you, trying to figure out, and they even help you with cover letters. And the last thing I will say is academic support. Yeah, I was part of this also. So at RMIT, we've got SLAM. It's like a club where seniors and juniors meet. Like if you're a senior and you excel in one subject, let's say excel in management across culture, and you get good score, you can still teach your juniors, like teach them or help them for revision or preparing for exam, and teach them the assignment techniques. And I was a mentee also there. So my seniors taught me how to channel my assignments and prepare everything. And this one, you can get the other college lead program, designed to help students whilst building community within the college.
Yeah, so this works really well because they recruit students at high levels to mentor students at lower levels. Now, I don't know if those are paid positions or if they're volunteer positions. Either way, students are developing skills that are transferable to
That's where you excel your teaching techniques.
Yeah. Excellent. So I think this is the last slide before we open up to any questions. Although it doesn't look like we have any yet, so it might be an early night for us today. This slide just talks about the facilities available on our campus. There's too many here to name them all, but if you have a student that's particularly interested in, especially an engineering or a science type of career, these labs is where they'll be working. So if you can Google them, show them videos of them, they can see exactly the facilities on campus. And recently I went to, and it's not on this slide, the advanced manufacturing lab where the 3D printers all are. And I watched about the 3D printing and how that works and what can be used with 3D printing and how it's gone from a service for nothing into the medical industry, and it's changing lives. So yeah, things like that are available on our campus, and students immerse themselves in our facilities, in our amazing facilities when they enroll here at RMIT. So, questions. We have one question in our Q&A section, but that looks like it's a comment about the noise, volume. Apologies again that there was some difficulties. It must have been the amazing videos maybe that we've uploaded. I'm not too sure. Maybe next time, if you're having trouble hearing, see if you can turn off the video, but just listen to the sound, because I think that will make it perhaps easier. Although you wouldn't get to see the three of us if you've done that today. I can see somebody is typing. Is it? I can't read from here. Naji. We will.
Shriti had problem so she can see the whole chaos.
This will be a great video to watch when you've got some downtime between students. Then, if you, I want to ask, as you don't have IELTS PTE, will this pattern continue? I'm not too sure what you mean by that, but our RMIT English Worldwide school does provide IELTS and PTE, and so I'm not too sure what you're referring to. However,
and they conduct the exams here.
Yeah. And the PTE is really quick to organise now.
Yeah.
And is it easier? I'm not too sure.
I heard it's easier than IELTS test, but
yeah, IELTS. Even though I had to do IELTS once, and it's hard. Yeah, I think we can check into your question about IELTS and PTE, but I'm pretty sure it's still being offered at RMIT English Worldwide, because it's a great service to be able to offer that end-to-end for our students. So thank you for that question. We've got Robert typing one. We've got multiple people typing questions. Have you guys been to any of our campuses before? I would say definitely get out here if you can.
do you have any undergraduate scholarship courses?
Yeah, so thank you, Dewar Education. This question comes up a lot, so we made sure it was in the presentation. There is a slide on it, but we do have scholarships for international undergraduate students and postgraduate students. Sometimes the scholarship's open to both, so it might not be obvious that it's open to one or the other. It's because it's open to all students. Please have a look on our website. All of the information about our scholarships for international students are there. And you can also then click onto links to external scholarships as well to help students navigate that. So, Can you not include scholarship for every student on first semester or annual fee? So when a student does get a scholarship, it does get credited towards their RMIT fees. Do you not include scholarship for every student on first semester? So I don't know if that's a question or a statement. Naji, sorry, I'm worried about pronouncing your name awfully. The students, when they do get a scholarship from RMIT, when it's upon application or upon admission, it does get credited to their account, and it does happen quite quickly, but it's normally after the tuition fees have been assessed. Thank you, Rachel, for posting the videos. Can you put some light on academic undergraduate, postgraduate requirements for Indians, ATAC equivalency, etc.? So, Jeet, that's a really great question. Today's topic really was RMIT 101, just really basic, low-level information about RMIT. We do have information on all of our programs and the entry requirements on our website. I'm not familiar personally with the India requirements, so I would be doing an awful job if I was to try and leak into that now. However, we do have all of our entry requirements on our website, and if you have any questions about that, with the information that is on our website, please reach out to us and let us know. But yeah, today's, and I should have mentioned this at the start, today's session really is about just basic general information about RMIT as an institution, less about the admissions and the process that comes along with that. This video will be available on YouTube. Thank you. Oh, no, that's Rachel, isn't it? No, Robert from Gillingham. Thank you, Abhishek, for answering those questions. Thanks, Naji. Can we give the offer letter sooner than the 4 weeks as mentioned in your website? If we had anything our way, we would be giving them to you within minutes. But it is quite a long process for applications to get assessed. We do recommend that agents submit an application once all the documents are gathered together. So don't submit an incomplete application. If you can submit an application complete, then and upload that to iApply, then that will help keep the assessment at a minimum. We do go at our fastest, so thank you for being patient with us. Hopefully things change in the near future when we adopt new systems, but we really do assess our applications as quickly as we can. And okay, and what are the requirements to get a scholarship? Thank you, Kalpana. What I probably would suggest you do is have a look at our website and have a look at the scholarship requirements, because each one may have a different requirement. As the adjudicator for the Latin America scholarship, it's really about students demonstrating excellence, which is the name of the scholarship. I would probably say if you've got any questions about the scholarship, have a look at our website and then maybe contact our scholarships office at RMIT International Scholarships Office and Sponsorships Office, just to clarify with them. But there's all of the information is on our website. Yeah. Oh, and Abhishek, has just provided that website for you.
Because we have like 200 scholarships here.
Yeah, so
both international students also.
Yeah, and we have our Central Scholarships Office and then the International Scholarships Office too. So there's a lot of people doing their best to make these available to you. Geez, I love having Rachel and Abhishek here answering the questions for us, because they're doing a really great job.
Yeah. Thanks, Abhishek. He should be here, Abhishek.
Abhishek looks like he's in RMIT New Delhi.
New
So
Delhi.
hi, Abhishek.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow, he's doing great.
Yeah, thank you. Nice to meet you. Do we have any more questions? Hey, Abhishek. I think that's a wrap. So thank you, Roxy and Vimal, for joining me today. we wanted to get a student's perspective for you. It would be boring with me just talking to the camera. So these guys have done a magnificent job, and you're a testament to, I think, the quality of education that students do receive at RMIT. Mm-hmm. Excellent. Okay, well, I'm going to sign off. We'll upload the video to our website soon. It will be available on YouTube. I will be